Welcome back to another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. So happy to have you with me today. Remember to subscribe, share the podcast, leave comments. I would love to hear from you guys. Also, you can follow me online at katrinajohnson.online or on Instagram at I am Katrina Johnson. I thank you again for joining me, and let's get into the show. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Katrina Johnson Show. I am so grateful to have you with me as we continue the topic of what does it really mean to live your best life. And more specifically, I've been sharing what it means to me to live my best life. And I'm breaking down the areas that are very important to me concerning living my best life. And this week, we're going to talk about stability and why that is important to me in living my best life. So let's talk stability and how it relates to living my best life. Stability to me means having a good handle of my life affairs, primarily financially. According to an online source, a stable routine gives your life structure and makes you feel in control. I have experienced lack, and I decided that I don't like it. And I was determined to figure out a way to never be in lack again. So being in lack represents instability, because when you're lacking, it means you're in short supply. I was in short supply of funds, sometimes resources, which meant that I was in a state of instability. Not a good way to live. I also learned that being in lack was detrimental to my self-esteem. I had low confidence. I was embarrassed of myself to the point of allowing distance to come between me and my closest family members during a period of time in my life. When I decided that I needed to level up in life, one of the main areas was in finances. Now, to be clear, I wasn't alone on that instability journey, which made it more difficult to take the steps needed to become stable. Because as we know, in relationships, it's not about flying solo. Compromise is constant. With that being said, I fell into the state of going with the flow and becoming lost in a way, like my self-worth was lost in the process. But once I came to the conclusion that I needed to venture out on my own, it was nothing less than upward climbing towards stability and living my best life. And as I've said before, living our best lives is different for everyone. Only you know the challenges that have surfaced in your life. You may have overcome the challenges, or maybe in the process of overcoming. The bottom line is this: when you've had enough of whatever is stopping you from being and doing your best, you will know it, because you will begin to make moves towards improving your life, just like I did. Here's the secret sauce. Gather information, which will give you inspiration, and then watch and see your transformation. Let's keep the conversation going by emailing me at katrina@katrinajohnson.online. That's katrina@katrinajohnson.online. So grateful that you joined me on this episode. Remember, information plus inspiration equals transformation. And until next time, stay inspired.